done painting my intake, and I must admit, man, this thing came out pretty damn good. I just sprayed it with some Duplicolor semi-gloss black, but it actually looks a little bit more glossy because of the adhesion promoter that I used. Was my base layer, and that's what helps the paint stick. But being that that's wet and kind of shiny, when I put the final coats on of the paint, it makes it look even shinier. So, but yeah, I'm happy with that, man. I mean, close up, not too bad. So what I did first is I went all around and I got in all the crevices and creases and all the stuff that's hard to get if I would have just sprayed over everything all in one motion. So I hit all the cracks first, and then I went over it with a one even spray to kind of get everything back even again. And that was one coat, and one coat actually turned out pretty good. But then I hit it with a second coat as well. But yeah, looks good, not too bad. When I hit the final top portion, the can kind of starts spitting because I think it was getting low, so I have a little bit of specks on the top section, but I mean, whatever, it's all good. But yeah, man, I just wanted to show you all the end result. Looks really good. Tranny mocked up in there, got it sitting in there. So I'm not really sure how that sits in comparison to when the actual engine goes in, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll have it in this weekend to kind of mock it up. That way I can line it up and see how everything lines up. Just fabricating my motor mounts right now, actually just modifying them so they'll fit on my block with my adapters. But I got it in there, got it supporting on with the jack right now. So if I ever need to use that jack, I'll just take blocks under that, so it'll support the tranny. So, but got it in there. Also got my new energy suspension motor mounts there, so they're a little bit more durable, heavy duty. And will help with the new engine there, so I figured might as well change them out since I'm in there. Also, too, I got my fuel line routed, and I don't know if you can see. I don't think I can turn on my light, but it goes all the way down there to the fuel rail that was already there. No, the fuel line, excuse me. That's the line that actually used to go in here through the frame and pop out right there, but I cut it deep down there in the back. I don't even know if you can see the compression fitting, so I hooked it up with a compression fitting, and I have a tube bender, and I just excuse me, I just bent it a little bit and kind of mocked it right there, and it actually ended up going pretty good. So I didn't know how it would end up looking with the tranny there, but looks like it's gonna work okay. We'll see when I actually get the headers in and the exhaust how close it is. So if it's close, I'll just bend it up a little bit more. But there's a hole right there on the where the firewall connects to the floor pan. Right there's a hole, so I can, you know, zip tie it or use some kind of brace to kind of brace it so it doesn't jiggle around. I actually think that I'm gonna put a piece of black hose around it as well. Just slide it on there just to kind of protect it a little bit more, just in case it wants to bounce around a little bit. to help with chafing and all that stuff. So we'll see, but I actually like that right there. And then I'll just stick a line on there on the end and run it to the fuel rail. So, but yeah, that's what I did today. Did a few other things with the transmission as well. So tomorrow I'll be back at it with the piecing together my intake and the motor, and hopefully I'll have my mounts back and we'll be good to go. So, all right, y'all, we'll talk to you later.